एक सरदाई ਅਸੀਂ स्पैशल भी तैयार करते हैं ਜਿਹੜੇ कबड्डर मुंडे यानी कि कबड्डी की टीम गोजरे दी ना साढ़े को आते स्पैशल सरदाई पीने वास्ते जिन्हें भलवानी सरदाई कहते हैं।
हम इनका समोसा खा के बहुत लुत्फ़अंदोज़ हुए हैं। बहुत ही अच्छे अंदाज में पैकिंग करते हैं, पहुंचाते हैं, एक दूसरे से दूसरे तक पहुंचाते हैं बहुत ही अच्छे अंदाज में, बहुत ही अच्छे अंदाज में।
Gojra is known for two food items. One of the food item is pakoras behind me. So this is where we're gonna start. Man that started this shop, he started it in 1970, and when I talked to him, he told me that he started on the ground. He started frying these pakoras on the ground, and then from there he was able to buy a cart, and then he started selling the pakoras on a cart, and then now he's able to buy this shop to sell the pakoras. And if you ever come here, just ask for the famous pakora guy. This shop, it does not have a name. And I asked him, what is the name here? And they said that the owner's son, he told me that his father said that we don't need a name. And even without a name, can you guys imagine a shop without a name? And they're doing such a good business. The pakoras, like you come to this city, Gojra, and you ask for the pakora, the famous pakora, everybody knows about this shop. And this shop doesn't have a name. No board, no sign, nothing. You just come and get the pakoras. And we're gonna go and try their pakoras. So let's go. We got the famous pakoras here in Gojra, so we're gonna try it. And what I was told is what makes these pakoras really special is this chutney and this paste they serve these pakoras with. And they're making these pakoras or frying these pakoras fresh in front of us. So they're still really hot, they're really fresh. And what is inside of these pakoras are potatoes and then also flour and a lot of spices. So let's try it and let's see how it is. This chutney and paste is delicious. It is so flavorful. Amazing. Let's try that second bite. There was this seller who's selling this drink on the side of this road, and this drink is called Sardai, and they told me that it was traditionally, you know, the wrestlers over here, they used to drink it because it gives a lot of energy. So, and now to make it, it requires a lot of power as we saw them making it. And what goes inside of this is poppy seeds, fennel seeds, cumin, cardamom, black peppers, almonds, water, and rose petal. So traditionally, when the wrestlers used to make this and drink this, they used to actually, instead of water, they used to add milk. But since milk is like really expensive here, because this cup costs 100 rupees, and he was telling me that if they add milk, the traditional way, this cup would cost 200 rupees, and nobody would drink it because it would be too expensive for them. So that's why they make it with water now. So let's try this and let's see how good it is, because I'm expecting this to be really energy filled drink. So let's try this. It is good. It is really tough to describe the taste. They also added sugar to it, so it's a little bit sweet, but it is like a almost, because there's almonds in it, so, and then he added rose petal to give it a little bit of a fragrance, but it is really refreshing. I mean, this is really delicious, and today was really hot here in Pakistan, so this drink is really good. The second thing that Gojra is famous for is this sweet shop behind me. Their name is Mand Burfi Shop, and they sell a very popular Pakistani dessert called burfi. Burfi is basically condensed milk, which is called khoya, and then they add sugar to it, and then you end up with this. And we actually got a half kilo box, but this one we got separate because it is fresh. But they don't pack it because they have to let it sit for a while so it cools and it hardens a little bit. But this one, it is fresh. It is still a little bit soft. It is almost slightly warm. And let's try this fresh burfi and let's see how it is. It is really good. It is good. That's all I can say. It is so good. I don't know what other words I can use to describe this. The only thing I can do is take that very important second bite and just enjoy this burfi. So if you're ever in Gojra, 2 things you must try. Number 1, you got to try the pakoras at a shop that doesn't have a name. So, but if you ask anybody in Gojra, the famous pakora shop, they'll let you know, because there's only one pakora shop in Gojra. And then the second one is this burfi shop you must try. And I gotta finish this, it's good. While I was at the burfi spot, somebody, a local, they said that you cannot leave Gojra without eating the samosas here at Respite Samosa. So they're like, they have the best samosas in the entire country even. But they said over here, they have the best samosas, so you have to eat it. So I was like, you know what? Before I leave, I came all the way to Pakistan. What is me just going a few more blocks to get some of these samosas? So they made these samosas fresh for us. And as you can see, there are some chickpeas in gravy. There's some mint yogurt they added. And then also they added a special kind of chutney made from plums. And then there's some lettuce, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, and lime that they gave me to squeeze on top of it. And I'm gonna do just that. And let's put this on the side. Samosas are fresh, so I mean the plate is a little bit hot, so I might just let this thing cool down a little bit before I try it, so I don't burn my mouth. But let's see how this samosa is. And as you can see, I'm standing on a busy street. So let's move a little bit away from the shop so I don't get run over by a car or a tractor with a big trailer. So let's take a small bite and let's see if it's good. And if it's not too hot, I hope. It is a little bit hot. I'm gonna let this cool before I take the second bite. The first bite is really good, but it's a little bit hot. They actually have indoor seatings away from the busy streets, and the samosas have cooled a bit. And let's try this samosa with this chutney and how it is with all the salad. In the past, when I had samosas, they always were with just the mint chutney, but this they call it also the sweet chutney or the plum chutney that they have added also on top of this samosa. It is just adding like an extra, almost like a contrast to the mint chutney. It is like very slightly sour, but mostly sweet. So that is good. And then the salad is just like to garnish on top, and that's also giving the samosa a little crunch. So I think the best way, you can either have your samosas, or I would call this, like, you know how you have just your regular French fries with ketchup, but then you can also have your loaded French fries. So I would call this a loaded samosa. It is good, it is fresh, and it is delicious.